Greetings all. Vanna is here for the air signs weekend message. There's a very important story that is ending right now, my love, and that is the story that you have been telling yourself. The roles that you have been playing and the relationships that you had with those roles. You have been trying to manifest a new life with the framework of your old life, and that's because it is all it is that you had known. But with that, you are manifesting your limitations. You're manifesting so much more hurt with that. It's like an underlying message between the Mystical Shaman and the Rattle here is be careful with what it is you are praying for, with what it is you are wishing for, and the energy that you are calling upon, not just yourself, but other people. The Death card has come out for you because I was getting choked up in my throat chakra because there were so much energy going into this past holiday weekend that I feel like there were some things that were said that cannot be unsaid, and not everyone is moving forward with you in your new year. Not everyone is going to be beside you in this next moon phase. The moon phase coming out in the middle with Libra is reminding me that there is a balance between the light and the dark. And be careful for what it is you are saying when you are living out of your shadow, because you do not want to manifest out of lack, out of anger, or out of frustration. Because that is still very powerful emotions, and when you manifest out of shadow, it could have disastrous effects. Now, all that's still disaster being subjective to the situation, because sometimes disaster is exactly what needed to happen. Sometimes the shadow needs to come in and say, no, you are not going to cross that boundary. You are not going to cross that line like that, and if you try to, you are going to get exactly what you were giving me in return. Ten of Pentacles in reverse with this Death card here. The life that you have lived in the very strained past is over. Four of Swords and the Tower cut in the deck. Like, honey, there's just an overwhelming grief and sadness in this, because it was something that we had wanted for so very long. But with Venus and Scorpio here, there was a lot of attempt to care for something that was destined to hurt. And it always feels extra painful. Yeah, the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles came out, and the Ace of Cups is in reverse. It may have been something that you were wanting, this beautiful life, family situation. It may have been idealized, but with that particular party, with those particular people, it's not fulfilling. Like, the cards just keep saying that, my love. It trapped you. It imprisoned you. Like, we could literally keep going. You could not see that value. Your energy, your flow, the beautiful blessings in life could not be delivered to you. And it caused this imbalance and distraction, because without the attachment to these negative parties that societally, emotionally, or energetically we felt tied to, you would have been able to do so much. And there's a part of your shadow that is just like, fucking no. We are owed this. And that is why this cycle has to end, because you deserve your happiness. You deserve that level of joy and love. You have been anticipating it for so long. It's getting you excited, but there's also nervousness and edge. Creative ingenuity with the spider and passion flower, yeah. And the Rattle is one of the tools of creation with spirit. So you are being given a an opportunity or a project to work on with spirit. And it's going to require you to do things in a way that you have never even attempted to challenge yourself in before, because it was something that you were like aware of, but you never really were like, that might not be, that's not something that I'm going to have to deal with for my thing. But you're starting over, but with so much experience. This mystical shaman will not be in reverse on the other side, because they will know the power of intention. They will know the power of energy. And oh, honey, intention has power. Because, so take a mirroring spell, for example. In a mirroring spell, one thing that you could charge it with is a generalized intention to reflect. Those who send me good, positive, happy energy will receive it 3 times. And those who send me negative, dark, and evil energy will receive it 3 times. That's just karma. That's just the law of energy in general. But it does, if you feel like there is someone working against you, that might be something good for you to do. I personally don't believe in baneful magic. I personally don't do hexes. I don't lower my energy to that point. I'm not speaking against anyone that does. That is just that is just something I myself do. Just like if you drink, I'm not going to speak against you if you drink just because I'm sober. That is your life, and I'm doing what is best for my life. I'm not saying that I am better than anyone, and no one should think that they are better than anyone. Yeah. Upheaval and starting over. You're not going to be able to move out of this life without something massive happening. So when spirit creates these shifts in your life, please do not start fighting it because your ego is reactionary to how you feel it's going to affect you. The determination that you have for your happiness is going to be what is one of the things on trial, is like, how much are you willing to move forward? Are you going to be listening to yourself when we're saying something is not for you? Are you going to be listening to those gut urges and intuitions and nudges to tell you to go do something? Or are you going to brush it off to the side? How are you going to heed the lessons and the messages that we are sending you? Because you have asked for this co-creation. You have asked for this happiness to be brought into your life. But it is up to you to direct the currents that we are sending. And doing so in a balance of your light and shadow aspects. It is not going to be easy, my love. Nothing in this life is, let alone a spiritual journey. But on the other side of it, you can have true happiness, love, devotion, and whatever that means to you, and whatever that looks like for you. It will be yours because you are in alignment with your greatest and highest. Have a beautiful day, my air signs.